Morning traders, and this is your DAX day trade setup for today. So just want to get some levels in here quickly. I think this is the critical level here at 10.828. So that is the previous swing high. There's been 2 attempts there. These 3 days here I've also tried to break through but have failed. So that is the level that we're paying attention to. Just want to pop down to the weekly, or up to the weekly. Just want to get that level there. So you can see, if I zoom out here, you'll see the bottom level, which is our line in our sand, is the previous area of resistance on the weekly. And you can see we then broke through it quite dramatically a few years ago and rallied quite hard. And then we have this little micro level over here. Okay, so putting all of that together, let's just start with the daily. I don't think as much on the daily. Is a gap up, is a bit of a hanging man forming. Oscillators are all over the place. I'm not going to read much into that. Just drill down and zoom back in here. So on the 3 hour, you can see indecision, sellers, and then buying into the close. The critical thing here is a break or close above this micro level here. And just give me a sec. I just want to change this weekly level to a red. Oops, not that. Okay. And just make it unselectable. Right. So that is my current line in the sand for the week of right now. So 10.828. I'd love to see a pullback back onto that level. Hold it and then remove the upside. I don't think that's going to transpire. I think this level here is going to be our micro level. So I'm just going to have a quick look where we are in the futures market for the DAX. We're up 0.5% right now on the DAX. And most of the futures market is up 0.5%. Asia is up. See where Hang Seng is up 1.7% at the moment. Okay, so clearly there's container full loads of goods on their way to us. Okay, so let's just get some structure here. So you can see how we battled with this area here of 10.895 on Friday. You can see we 1, 2, 3 attempts at it before breaking through. So ideally, I'd like to see us come back here and test it. So 10.895. I'd like to see that flip into support, and then I have a target of 11.054. There's nothing stopping this until 11.054. That is a fairly decent trade as far as I'm concerned. 128 points in the DAX, fairly decent. So that is the structure that I'm looking for. Now, I'm going to pop down to the 15 minutes here, just to sort of give you the playbook that I'm going to be looking for. Right, so there is another level which we are kind of at here. So we've taken this blue line here. Let's get that back to blue. Right, so we had this level on Friday, which we flirted with. We closed above it a couple of times, as you can see. I think we can get back to bigger bars here. Okay, rejection. Closed above it. Tried to use it as support here, failed. Back down. Rejection, down. Then eventually closed above it, going into the close. Okay, we have formed another level, which is 10.915. So what am I anticipating right now? I'm anticipating a bit of a move up, a bit of a gap up like that. Then some kind of pullback into structure. And then that's the trade. Okay, the beauty about this is if an entry over there, you've got this fractal level here as your stop, which is 50 points, 57 points. Let's make it 60 points just to be safe. So you've got a 60-point trade for a 120-point gain. So that's a 2-to-1 risk. So based on my strategy, that's a decent setup. That gives me a risking 2% of my capital to make 4%. So that's kind of my bread and butter strategy there. Okay, so that's kind of the playbook that I've got on the DAX. DAX is nice, short and sweet today. That is the structure. We don't need to worry about the range anymore. I think we've clearly broken through that range. Red line here was the range. So we've broken through it again to the upside, and we did form a higher low here as well inside the range. So range, up, pullback, and then a breakout. Okay, so for me, that's my first target. And then if we just get to the daily, the big target here is going to be that big gap up there. See, we did attempt to do it the week before last. So I think that's still the target of 11,553. Sorry, there's another little level that we need to pay attention to, and I'll explain it now. So this swing low here, you can see there's a fractal here. So that is 11,272, and which is this previous high here. Okay, so back down to the 15-minute, and make sure we all understand what the playbook is here. So what I'm going to be watching for is watch the open. There should be a gap up, bit of a pullback. I'm then expecting a move to here, 11,054. We'll watch price very closely here on the 15-minute. We should get some kind of a pullback, and it may offer another opportunity to buy to get through here to ultimately target this level here of 11,272. Okay, but this 2-to-1 trade is definitely where I would take profit off, and then I'd wait for the next setup. Okay, so I would expect a bit of a bounce back, probably a 50% retracement or something like that. Price action starting to form an indication that we need to get back in, stop below whatever structure is formed, and the next target area is going to be 11,272. Okay, so that's kind of my trade for today. Looks pretty well structured, so hopefully it works out. Any breaks to the downside, the only downside that I'm going to be looking for is a break below 10,828. Even if we come down and test some of these levels here, if you look on the hour, there's no real fractional breaks here except for the swing low from Friday, which is 10,811. So this is the area that I'm watching, and I'm going to need to see an hour close below this before, and a retest of that level before I even start getting in for shorts. Okay, so for me, it's longs, and that is the playbook. Bit of a gap up, bit of a pullback, maybe close a gap. That's going to be a great area for an entry at gap close with a stop below these bars here. Okay, and that's your target area there, which is 11,054. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and we'll catch you later. Cheers for now.